internationally. The front page of the Jerusalem Post on Monday had a giant photo of President Trump, and it read, "God bless the peacemaker." On Time magazine, there was also a photo of President Trump on the cover, and it said his triumph. The world is applauding President Trump for brokering the peace deal between Israel and Hamas. For the first time since October 7th, 2023, all hostages have been released from Gaza. And as part of phase one of the peace deal, Palestinian detainees and prisoners, hundreds of them, have been released back to Gaza. The other phases of that peace deal remain to be seen, but what do you make of the moment that we're in right now?
I think that this is a win for America and a win for peace throughout the world. I've been on this show several times, and it's always great talking to you. And if anyone has ever caught my interview, you know that I'm a Republican who's fairly critical of the administration when I need to be. But I think that you also have to be able to call aces and spades, and this is good. What happened is good. Congratulations to the administration for their work on this. This has been going on for over 2 years, and bringing home the Israeli hostages is something that we should all be able to celebrate.
To your point, this has been going on for over 2 years. The October 7th, 2023 attacks happened when President Biden was in fact in office. He tried brokering ceasefire agreements, peace deals. President Trump was able to get it across the finish line. Why do you think there was a difference here? What difference in negotiation or perhaps leadership styles led President Trump to have this result?
Well, from my understanding, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I do think that the Biden administration was able to help facilitate some of the hostages coming home, but obviously not all of them, obviously not this full ceasefire. Trump has a different negotiating tactic. I think that we have some good people in the administration that are probably also helping with the negotiations and that sort of thing. And this is something, especially as Republicans, we like to say that Israel is our greatest ally in the Middle East. And so I think that he has a strong relationship with Bibi and this was a priority for him. And so I think that was all contributed to being able to get this across the finish line.
And like you said, this is a great day for the world. There's peace right now in the Middle East. President Trump said the war is over. He said that this was essentially a historic dawn in the region. He wants to see everlasting peace. What do you think his role is, and the United States is, and specifically President Trump's is, in sustaining that peace? What would you like to see?
Well, I think that everyone would like to see long-lasting peace, right? And I think that in this moment, we should be celebrating, we should be grateful the hostages are home. But I think that we also have to be really honest about the situation. Hamas has been known to break ceasefires before, right? So I think that we can be optimistic, but cautiously optimistic, trust, but verify, sort of those adages that are tried and true, to make sure that we are not caught flat-footed in a situation where, a terrorist or a well-known terrorist organization continues to do what a well-known terrorist organization has been known to do. With that being said, in this moment, I do think that we need to celebrate, but be mindful. I know I said that like three different ways, but I think we just need to hammer that point home. And as far as the president's role in a long-term capacity when it comes to this, I think that the United States is a global superpower, obviously. And I'm an American, you're an American. That's what we like to think of ourselves as. And it's true. A lot of people look to us as a beacon of hope and democracy across the world. And so I think just making sure that his team is in place, the ones who are focused on the region and just being up to date on what's going on, I think that's important. And I think that it's going to be really relevant in the way we move and operate moving forward in the region, but also the way that our allies in the area do as well.